The doors to the Viridian Tea House are open once more. Hello everyone, it's another video. And I know I keep saying that. Hello everyone, it's another video. Anyway, so the usual news is I'm still a vendor at the Wheat Ridge Farmers Market in Wheat Ridge, Colorado from 5 to 8. That is every Wednesday. My first date with Golden Farmers Market is June 17th, which is 15 days away. Yay! And I'm also going to be a vendor at the usual Magic Makers Market on June the 11th. That's going to be at the usual Ant Life space from 11 to 4. And I'll post more as the days get closer. But at least with Wheat Ridge, say that 3 times fast. If you are in the area or just driving by or what have you, come on by. There's some great vendors. I will say, a little funny story. So there are some bakers that have their booth kind of sort of behind and diagonal from mine. And I've been going over there and they have quiche and different kinds of breads and scones and cookies. And this past week, I got some snickerdoodles. I got a chorizo and potato quiche, which if you follow me on Facebook, you saw my foodie moment. And I got a cowboy cookie. So after I inhaled the quiche, I ate one of the cowboy cookies and I was moaning so badly. I was like, oh my God, what is in this cookie? And I walked over to them and I said, y'all are evil. And they kind of looked at me like, what? But yeah, a great food. And if you're seriously into carbs like I am, you need to check out their booth because I've not had a bad thing yet. So anyway, let's get to the books, shall we? So the first book is one that I purchased not too long ago from Harith. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. But anyway, from the brainchild of Tyree Campbell, but this is Where the Monsters Are by Mike Morgan. And I remember when Tyree posted about this book, and I was like, just shut up and take my money. And I read it, devoured it, loved it. Had a very interesting twist to the end. So let me read the back of it for you. Malcolm Tensor was a spy for the British government, one of the best. 16 years after wild magic was unleashed on an unsuspecting world and monsters stalk every corner of the globe, he's the leader of a kill or contain squad. His mission, to scour the north of the UK for unregistered magical creatures and ... take care of them by whatever means necessary. He too was transformed by the explosion of magic so long ago, but he's still a patriot and he knows his duty. That's actually him on the cover. If you see, he's got bright red eyes and it's pretty cool. When terrorists strike at the heart of the new order, Tensor is astonished to find his team reassigned to normal duties. Why is he being sidelined? Why does the government need so many monsters rounded up? Tensor won't stop until he finds the answers, no matter the cost. There is evil lurking beneath the center of London, evil older than anything he can imagine. And about the author, Mike Morgan, let's see. Mike Morgan has lived on 3 continents. He started in the UK, but was driven to the far side of the world out of a desperate need to escape a career in accountancy. He enjoyed Japan immensely and would still be there now, except he fell in love with an American lady and followed her to Texas. Deciding that polar vortexes were preferable to the heat of Houston, they now live in Iowa. London winters did not prepare Mike for Iowan blizzards. Now in his 50s, Mike hopes to finally work out what he wants to do with his life. It's important to have hope. But anyway, I enjoyed this book, and like I said, there was a nice little evil twist at the end. And you start to feel the twist when the big secret is revealed, which I won't go into. But I didn't know if I was going to like this book or not, quite honestly. You know how you read a synopsis and you're like, oh yeah, and you get all hyped up about it. And then when you actually read it, you're like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. This is exactly what it described itself to be, and even more so. And like I said, the twist at the end was brilliant. And it's like, let me just say this. Sometimes in fighting the monster, you become the monster. That's all I'm going to say. So for Where the Monsters Are by Mike Morgan, it receives Viridian Tea House's 4 pots of tea. The only reason why I didn't give it 5 was because it just should have been longer. Or maybe, Mr. Morgan, if you're watching this, any chance for a sequel? I would kind of like to know the next day. And if there's no sequel, that's fine. It was a deliciously evil book that I thoroughly enjoyed. And like I said, the twist ending was just, my little black heart was happy about that. So thank you very much. Thank you, both to Mike and Tyree. Thank you. So the second, it's not really a book, but they're zines. So I met this guy at a book collecting event at Printed Page Bookshop on Sobo in Denver. Go check them out. They're really cool. I mentioned them when I was talking about John Dunning in my last video. So anyway, I met this gentleman, and he told me that he wrote zines, and I was like, I'd love to have a copy. And he sent me 2 of them. And the author's name is Tony Grat. And these are the 2 zines, and I know there's a glare, but this one is Writer's Block or How to Break a Curse. And this one is Poems, Lyrics, and Haikus. So, I haven't really read a lot of zines, and I feel bad about that because there's some great zines out there. I do have a couple in my collection that I just kind of collected or people have given to me through the years. And there's a lot of talent in a zine. There really is. And but like I said, I read these twice and they really resonated with me. So actually, I was going to read from the Poems, Lyrics, and Haikus. Let's see. If I can open it. And the winner is... How do you open? All right, there we go. All right. There was one that I truly, truly loved. Oh, goodness. I mean, well, all of them are just absolute works of art. Oh, well, here's one called Wordless. I lost my voice. No, I silenced myself because I know firsthand the power of the word. Words. Truth is not sticks and stones. It's flowers and bombs. So I think too much before I speak. So much so that it never gets said. No one is listening anyway. I lost my voice. I'm not going to read more because I basically read the entire thing, but I noticed that with the poems, the lyrics, the haiku, and also dealing with writer's block, this man has got some mad skills. He really does. It's, some people think that, poetry is just, it's just words, who cares? But you almost bare your soul when you write a poem. You're kind of vulnerable in a way because you're getting out a deep feeling or an experience that you've gone through or anything that happens to you, and you share it in such a way that it's magical and it's beautiful and it's sacred in a way. So especially with writer's block, I read his story, and then actually I talked with him afterward, and I was like, all right, tell me the story because I really want to know. And he told me, and it made writer's block even more personal, more vulnerable, and I hate to keep using this word, but more beautiful. So I truly, truly enjoyed reading these 2 zines, and I will put his Instagram profile up on the video once it's been uploaded, so you too can reach out to him if you're into zines. You definitely need to get Poems, Lyrics, and Haikus, and Writer's Block or How to Break a Curse. Oh, that glare. But I'm going to give it Viridian Tea House's 4 pots of tea. Thank you so, so much for these wonderful zines, Tony. I really do appreciate it. And actually, when I did talk with him about his writing, I asked him if he was still writing, and he's like, yeah, he is. So I hope that there will be more coming from him really soon. I just really hope so. So now we're going to get to the tea portion. And this is a tea company that I've not tried before, so this is all new to me. Okay, actually, I tell a fib. I actually had a cup of this tea yesterday, but it was so good that I'm showing it off today. And this is the YOGI brand, and this is the Sweet Tangerine Positive Energy. So the ingredients in this are, let's see, we've got, there's a lot. Organic black tea leaf, organic yerba mate leaf, lemongrass, stevia, green tea leaf, ashwagandha, eleuthero, panax ginseng, monk fruit. Then other ingredients are orange flavor, tangerine flavor, lotus flower flavor, orange peel oil, then the usual citric acid, organic tangerine oil, and organic myrtle flavor. That's a lot. So on the back of this, it says, Sweet Tangerine Positive Energy Tea combines herbs traditionally used to uplift the spirit and a blend of black tea and yerba mate to help provide energy. Lotus flower and tangerine flavors add sweet, floral, and fruity notes for a bright and spirited tea that's sure to leave you smiling. So like I said, I did try this yesterday, and I made a cup for my boyfriend and myself. And I did feel a little uplift. Let's uplift. And so I let it steep for quite a while, but you can definitely tell that you can definitely taste the tangerine. And with all the other flavors coming in, it was a well-balanced, delicious cup that didn't leave my mouth dry, didn't make me think, am I drinking sticks? No. The tangerine didn't overpower. Like it kind of blended well with the other ingredients plus the yerba mate and the black tea, but it was really nice to drink a cup of liquid sunshine. So in my lovely people person mug. Oh, and before I forget, special shout out to the creator of the Sakura Dragon Cherry Blossom mug, Aegean Goods. And I forgot to put their link up on the last video, so I'll be sure to put it up this time. But yes, I always try to show off my Sakura Dragon Cherry Blossom mug by Aegean Goods. So, lovely cup of positive energy, Sweet Tangerine by YOGI Tea. And I forgot too, with yesterday and today, I get all the citrus and the stevia leaf too. Which is interesting because I'm not really that much of a fan of stevia. Like I don't go actively searching for teas that has stevia. Now, if I happen to buy a tea with stevia in it, I'm going to drink it, but I don't actively look for it. That's just me. I'd like to know what this tastes like iced, and I might experiment with a couple of the bags just to kind of make a picture of it and just see if other ingredients come out more so than in the hot version. But this is, if you are feeling just a little bit low, or you're stuck at home on a rainy day, or you're stuck at work on a rainy day, this gives you just enough of a boost and an uplift. Not, where you're grinning from ear to ear, but this is just a reminder that, what? It's going to be okay. Yeah. It's going to be all right. Oh, what does it say on here? At Yogi, it's about more than creating deliciously purposeful teas. I like that a lot. Oh, here we go. More stuff. Yogi principles. We blend with intention. We believe in the synergistic benefit of herbs. combining ingredients to enhance their wellness supporting potential. We blend the best of what nature has to offer using the finest spices and botanicals from around the globe. So you're doing your body good with this. So once again, this is Sweet Tangerine Positive Energy by YOGI Tea. Check it out, check it out, check it out. You know what? I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Tony, if you're watching this, I really hope you don't mind. But you really are a good writer. No, you're an excellent writer. And I hope you don't get offended that I'm reading these poems to the audience. But it needs to be shared. So another from Poems, Lyrics, and Haikus. Let's see. What's another good one? Oh, here we go. Liberty. I thought I was building a temple. It turned out to be a labyrinth. Each block, ill-fitting stones, just a bunch of thoughts unhomed. The walls crumbled with a touch, challenged by the weather, even felled by the lightest feather. The fortunate thing, as I stand in the debris, the foundation was built on solid ground, and now I don't need walls to be free. You're amazing. You really are an amazing writer. Please write more. Please do. So anyway, let's get to the breathing meditation portion, which means we're almost wrapping this up. You know the drill. Make sure you have your cup of favorite tea or a glass of water. And we're only going to do it just for a few minutes. And let's begin. And now let's end this meditation with a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly open your eyes or allow them to come into focus. And now have a sip of your tea or your water. L'chaim. You have to forgive me for stumbling over my words, but I actually woke up at 2:07 this morning thanks to a nightmare. And the nightmare was, so apparently there was like this ground up powder kind of a tea that when you ingested it, you suddenly gained these superhuman powers and strengths. And it was funny because my friend Bobby Nash, Bobby, I'm going to tag you on this video, but Bobby Nash, who is amazing, a wonderful author of the Snow series and co-collaborator of the Snow Tea Blend, he ingested some of the powder and he became this giant that was just mean and killing, and just he destroyed like part of a building. So I had the power in me, so I flew to the building. And I remember I saw where he was in the building, and I sat on the ledge where there was like a huge vent, and I started singing. I don't even know what I was singing. And then all of a sudden, this giant hand comes out of the vent trying to grab my legs. and then I jump, which led me to waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and my heart was racing. I was like, what the heck was that? So Bobby, in my nightmare, you were a giant, like, cracked out on tea. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, so I'm tripping over my words because I'm a little bit sleepy because of that nightmare. But yes, many thanks to Mike Morgan, Tyree Campbell, Tony Grat, the folks at YOGI Tea. And like I said, everybody's links will be posted to the video once this has been uploaded. But thank y'all so much for doing what you do and being bloody good at it. So until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Raise your teacup high. And remember, to drink tea is to enjoy life. Take care, y'all. I promise to get more sleep next time. Bye for now.